fourth day in the afternoon session, because as you can see, Mark Selby and Stuart Carrington are a long way from the winning line. 3 apiece. Carrington had edge 3-2 in front, courtesy of a break of 54. In fact, he's made more of the breaks in this match. He scored the more heavily of the two, 57 and 70 as well from Carrington. Selby made 84 in the first frame. That's as good as he's managed up until that 6th frame. So all to play for here. It's now a best of 5, 3 apiece.
Yeah, they've played 4 times before, and Selby's won all 4 of them. Currently stands at 20 frames to 6. That's a good pot, good opening pot, and that will give him confidence, that shot.
The last 2 meetings have come in China. China Open in 2014. And the Shanghai Masters, their most recent meeting in 2016. Both 5-3 wins for Selby. And Mark has spoken this week about how he's been affected by the helicopter tragedy at the weekend at Leicester City when the owner was killed, of course. He wants to win this title for his beloved club. Of course, he won his 2nd world title on the day that Leicester clinched their famous Premier League triumph in 2016. And he says that if he does go out, he'll be getting home as quickly as possible to pay his own respects. And he's done what Selby is brilliant at doing so far this week, eking out victories without playing his best, although he did whitewash Ken Doherty. His other 2 matches have been very hard fought.
So clean.
He scored well. He's made 5 centuries coming into this match. Made another couple yesterday. But then things got tougher as the match went on with Rob Milkins, who played very well actually and might have won on another day. So he'll be coming through 6-4.
14.
But what a battler he is.
Coming down for that red above the black, but he could have done with just a little bit more pace in the cue ball. Had he finished on the black, he could have played a nice little cannon to the red. And I think he played to miss the black, the reds there. And surely he can't take this black on.
Selby actually made 85 in that frame that's just gone. His best break so far to level up. Just wide, no, it drops. And, well, we've seen tables this season where that would have stayed up.
Come on, please.
Yeah, and now, can he pot the red? That's the old question here. Pockets are playing a little easier for me, but it was a brave shot to take on, actually. He was blocking the pocket had he missed it. Now the burning question, can he pot the red?
Trent, so.
Mustn't be touching. So I would say at a guess, he can.
Must be very tight.
Trying to hold for the black, but it may be on the pink. with a chance to play the cannon to the red on the cushion. Got to put all his concentration into the pot though. Screwing into the reds. Yeah, good shot. I don't think he's on the red though.
34. Mark 7, 34.
A handy lead then in frame 7. Selby's already in the winners roster this season, of course, having won the China Championship with that final frame deciding victory over John Higgins. Both of his ranking titles last season came in China, and his form here in the Far East compared with the UK is really quite stark in contrast. No joy at all in the Triple Crown events last season for Selby, just one win, and not much joy either in the Home Nations event, so I'm sure he'll be looking to put that right with the UK Championship round the corner, and of course the next big event after this one in terms of ranking tournaments, the Northern Ireland Open in Belfast later this month.
Well, that's got out of trouble that time round. Yeah, what a good shot that was. Cue ball has just travelled that a little bit too far. Deserved better. He may still be able to pot the brown, but an inch slower it would have been simple. No, not worth the risk, so just playing the snooker.
Stuart, Carrington 1.
Oh, he's a master at getting out of snookers. But this is a tough one. We've been trying to land up to those two reds to the right of the black somehow. If not, then maybe that red on the left side cushion.
Bye. Foul.
He's found the line.
Carrington 4.
Just needed to be a little harder. Don't put the rest of the spider away. Is it hard enough? I don't think so.
Foul. MS.
Again, he's got the line.
4.
The danger is to hit it too hard and leave reds on. And this time he doesn't get the line.
Foul. MS. Stuart Carrington 4.
So that's 12 points from the snooker. And he won't be too bothered about giving the 12 points away, as long as he doesn't leave a red on. I think he's short again.
Foul. MS. Stuart Carrington 4.
16 points.
Meanwhile, Jack Lazowski is edged back in front of Martin Gould at 4 frames to 3. The winner of that, of course, plays Judd Trump. Martin O'Donnell 5-1 up now on Dave Gilbert, having beaten Tom Ford 6-0 in the previous round. Bit of movement in the crowd.
Well, surely this is hard enough. Has he got the line? He hasn't got the line this time.
Foul. MS. Stuart Carrington 4.
20 points. And fouls. That's better, if it's hard enough. Is it hard enough?
Foul. MS.
No.
Stuart Carrington 4.
So when he's hard enough, he doesn't get the line. And when he doesn't get the line, it's too hard. Well, that's certainly hard enough. That's better.
Very lucrative snooker from Stuart Carrington. Just 9 points behind now. Never more than a frame between this pair. Carrington must be on such a high after the manner in which he got through against Ian Burns. 5-1 down, needed a snooker. So today, I guess, will feel like a bonus for him. Not expected to beat the world #1 and defending champion, but he's giving a very good account of himself so far.
Well, to say he's never beaten him in 4 meetings, it is a very good account of himself.
And the first 2 of those were whitewashes, including a 6-0 at the UK Championship back in 2013.
Big shot. It was a big shot, and he's left one on, unless this goes in the middle. Felt he had no choice but to take it on.
What?
This is about holding himself together now, Carrington.
Eight.啊，把手机调静音，谢谢。9。16.
The wrong side of the blue, the pink, more difficult from there. Another pressure shot. And it rattled, but it dropped.
Try 3. 24. $31. 32.
Well, has he overscrewed that? Does the red go to the left corner? There's a lot of adrenaline in that shot if this red doesn't go, because he's played for the red to the middle, which means he's a good 6 inches out of position. So let off. 29 points the lead, but not enough the way the balls are situated. Trying to push a red to the cushion, but by doing that he's left a possible pot to the left corner. I'd have been more concerned about leaving this pot on.
So 29 the difference, 59 left.
Fraction short of the snooker.
Yet another century here in Darching. This time it's gone to Martin Gould, who's about to level at 4-all with Jack Lazowski. And Martin O'Donnell has backed up that 6-0 win over Tom Ford with a 6-1 win over the World Open runner-up Dave Gilbert. His reward is a meeting with either Matthew Stevens or Ding Junhui. They're in action later on. That's our main match in the evening session here.
Well, that could have been a lot worse, that double kiss. Knew as soon as he'd made contact and he'd missed that.
Going back briefly to Martin O'Donnell, that is a serious payday guaranteed now for the world number 65. £21,500 for making the quarterfinals. And when you're as low in the rankings as he is, they are very significant ranking points as well. He's going to go up several places as a result of today's win, and with the possibility of going further.
Well, that attempted red by Carrington has left Mark Selby with a chance, but he's got to stun this in to the corner pocket to finish high on the black, to be able to disturb those 2 reds or drop in behind one. So this isn't a gimme playing it that way. Dropping it in, it's okay, but stunning it in, oh, has he come far enough?
One. Eight.
Another tough shot, this. Well played.
Nice.
That was a tough shot to play on the right side of the blue to try and drop him behind this red, behind the black spot. Perfectly played. So it looks like it's going to come down to that red on the side cushion. Now, does he have the angle to drop him behind this red? He did. Now, maybe as well to play up for the blue here.
Yeah.
If he was just dropping it in dead weight, he couldn't get close to the black, but if he screws it in for the blue, so good with the rest, normally. Yeah, good shot, and nicely on the blue, and the green not being on its spot makes things a little bit easier. Should be able to miss the green. Touch of left-hand side on the cue ball. If he doesn't like that shot, he can play the pink, which is a little bit more difficult. Big frame this, because Carrington was in control of it. And this will hurt Stuart. He should lose it. Well played to go the other side of it. And he couldn't have played it any better than that.
28.
Now, can he stay on the green by leaving the cue ball where the yellow is? That's what he's looking at. Looks like he can, the way he's played that shot. And he does this so many times, Mark Selby. Pinches frames. Needs the pink. Couldn't have played it any better. That could have gone wrong, but didn't. So just the pink needed.
Yes, a big frame for Mark Selby, because Stuart Carrington was in control, but he couldn't make it pay, and so it's Selby, who was 3-2 behind, who now edges in front in this tight battle in Darching. He's 2 away from the quarterfinals. He leads 4-3.